The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Chargers and the Cowboys, next on EA Sports.
In between the cities of Dallas and Fort Worth, it's Arlington, Texas, host to the grand mecca of football, AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys. After this, the games count for real. Good to have you with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, back in the day, it was 6 preseason games, then 4, now 3. So here we are. This one, the last tune-up before the regular season gets going.
Yeah, and I know it's easy to start looking ahead to the regular season, and of course there's an excitement that comes when the games get real, but for so many players on these rosters, this is where careers and opportunities are. I know from talking to these coaches, they're coming in. This game matters. It's how they build their roster. It's how they make the last couple difficult decisions. Because once these teams get cut down for the start of the regular season, the real games get going, and they want to make sure they have the right guys in that locker room come week 1.
And a decent return there. You'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Chargers led out by Justin Herbert in his 5th season now, Greg, as the Charger QB, a guy we saw win the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2020.
These preseason games, Mike, they could be a little bit tricky because on one hand, you want to protect your starters. You want to make sure you go into week 1 of the regular season as healthy and as prepared as possible. But for a lot of the guys on this roster, especially these backup quarterbacks,
right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game.
This is a defensive coordinator just testing the waters. How is your protection plan? Do you have a plan for any linebacker or second-level pressures? Well, I think we got the answer in this one because they had no answer for it, and you can bet he's going to continue to dial those up.
To throw, it's Herbert. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And now it's fourth down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. Leading them out, the number 3 overall pick of the 2021 draft. From North Dakota State, it's Trey Lance.
Make no mistake about it, Mike, even though these games might not mean a lot in the grand scheme of things, they certainly matter when it comes to the evaluation of these rosters. You just can't replicate these situations of live reps in practice. So what do coaches do? They give guys a little bit of taste in the preseason games. Can you separate yourself from the rest of the pack? I'm excited to see who steps up, who makes a case to snatch one of these roster spots over these next couple hours.
Ready.
Here's Lance. There's the tight end, Hendershot. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. You're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Come on, set. Ready.
To throw is Lance. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
The Chargers offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. Trying to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
They'll run former K-State product Deuce Vaughn. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw. The open man is Tolbert. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Ready.
Lance. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jalen Tolbert. Touchdown, Dallas. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. Seven-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. this taken in at the 8-yard line. Now an opening as the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Now Herbert. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. 16 yards on the game and a quick first down.
And really the key to this play was just how fast he was able to get through his progressions. His mind was able to process and go from 1 to 2 to 3 so quickly that he was able to get the ball to the right target on time. And I think so often those two things are different. Being open is one thing. Being open and getting the ball on time, that's what leads to success, and that's what we saw here.
That is sweet. Gain of 16 on back-to-back plays. And another first down. They'll go back to Edwards on first down. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. Second down.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Again, it's Edwards. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down. Shotgun now for Herbert. Now a loose football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. And it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
Here's J.K. Scott now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Vaughn. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now, faking the give. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Here's Brian Anger now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston. An injured player on the field, and that is Micah Parsons, who needs some medical attention. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing now is Herbert. This throw taken in by Hurst. And he will score. Hayden Hurst, touchdown Chargers. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Chargers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. He'll grab it at the 12. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense getting set to get back to work. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hut.
Now Vaughn. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Now a 3rd and 2. Running is Vaughn, and he will have a Cowboys 1st down. His defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain on 3rd and 2.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
Set, ready. Hut, hut.
On the ground, this is Davis. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now Lance. This one is caught by Turpin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That pass play good for 22. 1st down, Cowboys.
Ready. Ready.
Carry here for Vaughn. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. It is Joey Bosa there on the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Come on, set. Ready.
To throw, here's Lance. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Ready. Let's go now.
Throwing, Lance. Now a screen set up for Vaughn. The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
He'll look to throw. That'll be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Chargers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Out of the gun, here's her. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last two throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next two drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the ground, it's Vaughn. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Asante Samuel up from the corner spot to make the stop. Here's second and 9. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got it at about the 8. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's first and goal.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over. Now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
A run on first and goal. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Second and goal.
Second and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. But this is taken in by a teammate. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. We're back to Arlington in a moment.
ready.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Hut, hut.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's hauled in at the 2. Some determined running, but they're going to stop him short of the goal line.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down. You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
Here's Darius Davis to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll run to begin this drive. It's Edwards. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Now a play fake. Herbert. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Now, Herbert. That one complete to Johnston.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down. He doesn't pick up the extra yards after the catch. They've got a 4th down play call they feel great about, and we're going to see what it looks like.
And a very solid return as they're able to bring him down. The Cowboys offense ready to get back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground, and he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready. Ready.
Here's Lance. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Ready.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. The throw here is complete. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready.
To throw is Lance. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's very close to a touchdown. A mark 26, and it sets up first and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1 yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
To the pylon, he's in. Ezekiel Elliott, touchdown Cowboys. Two choices down there, either work it up inside or use that speed to the edge, and Greggy's able to sneak it in for the touchdown.
Down here this close, Mike, there's a lot of bodies in there tight. So oftentimes, if you can get the back on the edge, they can rely on that speed, and that's exactly what we saw here. He wins the race to the pylon, and he's rewarded with 6 points.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it. The Cowboys will get out in front 17-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's Jake Hayden-Calvin. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. We'll try and run for the 1st down with Edwards. And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down. He'll take this up to the 38-yard line. And the Chargers 1st down. On the ground, here's Dobbins. Finding room across midfield. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. 1st down, L.A.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And they'll take this down inside the 35. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot. Now it's Herbert. He keeps it himself. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Throwing, Herbert. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Herbert now on 3rd and goal. That one taken in. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, L.A. Greg, I love the precision on that play. Very little time, very confined space, and they come through with the touchdown.
And it's the accuracy of the throw, Mike, that protects his receiver. Everything down here near the goal line is so condensed. You understand you're going to be thrown into tight windows, but when you trust your quarterback to protect you with the ball placement, it gives you a lot more confidence going across the middle of the field, and in this case, pays off for a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Short kick taken at the 17. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Cowboys offense and the running back Deuce Vaughn headed back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
They'll begin here on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious.
Ready? Ready.
Lance looking to throw. The open man is Tolbert. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Ready?
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Down. Set. Go.
They'll run here with Freeman. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up 4th down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
They'll send Brian Anger out to punt this one away again, as he is on to punt for Dallas. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Edwards. Room to run at the 40. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Chargers. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Point after now from Dicker. His kick is good. And the Chargers move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Avante Turpin on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Cowboys offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10.
On the double. Let's go.
Now it's Freeman. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Ready. Set. Set.
Lance. He's got that complete to Turpin. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
A run with Freeman. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Set. Punt. Punt. Punt.
They'll stick with him again. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Third and 6.
Set. Ready. Set. Huh?
Now they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense and Gus Edwards heading back on the field for the next drive. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On the handoff, Edwards. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They run once more with Edwards. And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. Right side and hauled in by McConkey.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. This is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50. Set up the offense with a short field. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Now a give up the middle. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth 1st half. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this.
Ready. Ready.
Now Lance. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. A huge play for Dallas. 36 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. Throwing, Lance. And he's in. Touchdown, Dallas. For the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Cowboys extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Pistol here for Herbert. That's to his tight end, the former Seahawk, Will Dissly. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Herbert now on 1st down. This one finds McConkey. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to...
That is caught. What a throw. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Los Angeles. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Kicker now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chargers have taken a 4-point advantage.
Cowboys 24.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The home team's offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
To throw, here's Lance. Now a screen set up for Freeman. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Ready, ready.
Back to throw. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early.
Automatic first down. Down.
He'll drop to throw. A pass taken in by Freeman. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. It is brought in the end zone. Jalen Tolbert, touchdown Cowboys. His second touchdown of this first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good, so add one more, and it will take a first-half lead into the locker room.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. This, the final game on the preseason schedule for these two teams. After this comes final cut downs, and then we get started for real. The countdown is on for the NFL kickoff game on the Thursday after Labor Day. In that first half, we were treated to a stellar performance by quarterback Trey Lance. He threw a first-quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.